Hello and welcome back to my channel. This video is about processing receipts and payments. This topic is one of the most confusing topic in Introduction to Bookkeeping, and it is a little bit long, so I divided it into two parts. Let's start in recording cash receipts and discounts allowed to Daybooks. Our first example is recording cash receipts from a customer. One of ABC Limited's customer is customer B, and this is customer B's record or individual customer account. Based on this record, ABC Limited created a statement of account last 28th of June and sent it to the customer. The statement of account is a summary of transactions showing the invoices, credit notes, and payments pertaining to a customer. All the details in the statements of account is extracted from the individual customer account. So each customer will receive a statement of account from ABC Limited. Next, on the 30th of June, the customer paid us through bank transfer and sent the remittance advice to ABC Limited. Remittance advice shows the amount and the details being paid by the customer. Next, we are going to record these cash receipts to our cash receipts book. This is just a simple cash receipts book. It could have more columns like reference number, customer code, etc. Let's enter the details like the date and customer name. This is a bank transfer, so we receive it in our bank. And it's a receipt from receivables, so we will enter it in receivables column. I will enter the gross amount paid by the customer. No need to analyze the VAT and net, as we have already done that in our sales daybook during the initial sales transaction or point of sale. This transaction that we have right now is just receiving payment for that sale. But then, if you can notice this cash sale, we have analyzed the VAT and net because this is the initial sales transactions entered directly in the cash book because we already received the cash for that sale. We don't enter the cash sales in the sales daybook because remember, sales daybook is only for credit sales. Our next example is cash receipt with prompt payment discount. On the 30th of June, customer C took advantage of prompt payment discount at 5%. The invoice total amount is 900. If the customer wants to take advantage of the prompt payment discount offered by the seller, they have to pay within the days specified in the invoice. Let's say customer C paid us within those days through a bank transfer, and now we have to check if that amount is correct. So we only have the gross amount in this example, and from that we will compute how much the customer have paid us. Let's multiply the 900 by 5%. So 900 times 5% or 0.05, and we got 45. So this is our total discount. Then we have to deduct this total discount from the total amount of the invoice. The total amount of the invoice is 900. Let's deduct the 45, which is the total discount. 900 minus 45 equals 855. And this is the invoice amount after prompt payment discount. This amount should be the amount that we have received in our bank account. Another way of calculating the amount after the prompt payment discount is by multiplying the invoice total amount by 95%. So why 95%? Because the customer won't be paying us the 5% of the invoice because that's the discount. So they will be paying only the remaining 95% of the invoice. So it's 900 times 95% or 0.95, and we should get the same amount, 855. And this is the amount after prompt payment discount. And this is the amount paid by the customer and the amount that should be entered into the cash receipts book. Next, let's find out the amount that we should enter into our discounts allowed daybook. This is the amount of the prompt payment discount that we have allowed to our customer. The only amount given in the example is the invoice gross or total amount. So from that amount, we will get the VAT and the net amount. From the total amount 900 divided by 6, and that is our VAT amount. And to get the net amount from the gross amount 900 divided by 120% or 1.2, and we got 750 as our net amount. And don't forget to always double check the total of the VAT and net amount should be equal to the total amount. Then let's get the 5% of each one. 900 times 5% or 0.05, and we got 45. And this is the amount that we got earlier, which is the total discount. Next is 150 times 5% or 0.05, and we got 7.5, and this is our VAT discount. Next is 750 times 5% or 0.05, and we got 37.5, and this is our net discount. So these three amounts are the amounts we're going to enter into our discounts allowed daybook. The sum of the VAT discount and the net discount should be equal to the total discount. If you're wondering if you could just compute the VAT discount and the net discount from the total discount, the answer is yes. However, I made these workings just to show you where the amounts would originally came from. You can do both to double check if your computation is correct. So we can now enter this amount to our cash receipts book and discounts allowed daybook. So let's enter the date, the customer name, and the amount that we have received to our bank, which is 855. That amount is the payment that we have received for our receivables. Then let's enter the discount details to our discounts allowed daybook. Let's enter the date and the customer name. Then let's enter the total discount, the VAT discount, and the net discount. Next, let's move on to recording cash payments and discounts received to Daybooks. Our first example is recording cash payments that we have made to our supplier. On the 30th of June, ABC Limited pay a supplier based on the supplier account below. One of ABC Limited supplier is Supplier A, and this is Supplier A's record or individual supplier account. In this example, ABC Limited paid Supplier A in full, so we will record that payment to our cash payments book. Let's enter the details like the date and supplier name. And this payment is made via bank transfer, so we will record it to our bank column. So let's calculate the amount. Let's add all the invoices on the credit side. It's 654 plus 762 plus 450. Then let's deduct all the credit notes on the debit side. Minus 98.10 minus 120. And we got 1,647.90. And this is the amount that we have paid to Supplier A. We will enter this to our bank column. This should be the amount that is deducted from our bank. We will also record the same amount to our payables column. No need to analyze the VAT and net as we already done that in our purchases daybook during the initial purchases transactions. This transaction that we have right now is just making a payment to those purchases. But then again, if you can notice, the cash purchase here, the VAT and net are being analyzed because this is the initial purchase, which is paid in cash. We don't enter the cash purchases in our purchases daybook because purchases daybook is only for credit purchases. Another thing to note here is sometimes cash payment book has an expense column, which is for the expenses other than purchases. We won't elaborate this much, it's just to note that sometimes you may see it there. Our next example is recording cash payments with prompt payment discount. On the 30th of June, ABC Limited would take advantage of the prompt payment discount from supplier B at 2%. The invoice total amount is $582. So let's calculate how much we should pay to supplier B from the total or the gross amount. From 582, we will multiply it by 2%. So 582 times 2% or 0.02, and we got 11.64. So this is our total discount. And from the invoice total amount, we have to deduct that discount. So it's 582 minus 11.64, and we got 570.36. This is the total amount after prompt payment discount. And this is the amount that we should pay to supplier B. Another way of calculating this amount is by multiplying the gross amount to 98%. Why 98%? Because we won't be paying the 2% of the invoice to our supplier because that is the discount. We will only pay the remaining 98% of the invoice. So it's 582 times 98% or 0.98, and we got 570.36, and this is the total amount after discount. And this is the amount that we will enter to our cash payment book. Next, let's find out the amount that we should enter to our discounts received daybook. So from the invoice total amount, which is 582, we will get the VAT and the net amount. From the total amount, 582, let's divide it by 6, and we got 97, and this is our VAT. And from the total amount, 582, let's divide it by 120% or 1.2, and we got 485, and this is our net amount. Let's get the 2% of each one. 582 times 2% or 0.02, and we got 11.64. It's the same amount that we got earlier, and this is our total discount. And then 97 times 2% or 0.02, and we got 1.94. So this is our VAT discount. And then 485 times 2% or 0.02, and we got 9.70, and this is our net discount. And these are the amounts that we are going to enter to our discounts received daybook. Again, you can calculate the VAT discount and the net discount from the total discount, or you can make these workings as well to double check your computation. It's totally up to you. We can now enter the amounts to our cash payment book and discounts received daybook. Let's enter the details like the date and the supplier name. And we made the payment via bank transfer, so we will enter the amount to our bank column. And the same amount to payables column because that amount is payment for our payables. Then let's enter the discount details to our discounts received daybook. Let's enter the date and the supplier name, the total discount to the total column, the VAT discount to the VAT column, and the net discount to the net column. And that's it for this video. I hope you find it useful. If you want to watch more videos like this, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.